Hi, welcome back to another episode of Salt and Light Diaries podcast. My name is TheAngelOti and I'm your host here. This podcast is a space for young people navigating everyday struggles who want to hear honest talk on real issues on faith, life, and everything else. I will be talking about different issues, all from my own perspective as a Christian. I just want to say thank you for everyone that has shared this podcast. I see you, even the ones I don't see. Thank you so much. Thank you for following. Thank you for listening every week. It means a lot to me. Trust me. It means the world to me. And thank you for everyone that has reached out with a word of encouragement. It means so much. It keeps me going. And please don't relent. Continue to share, continue to listen, continue to tell people about this podcast. Okay? So like when we blow, everybody, I'm going to take care of this Bahamas. Alright, today I'm going to be talking about something that I think a lot of young people are interested in or trying to figure out, and that's fashion. Now, see, I don't think that I'm the face of fashion, but I think that I am still trying to figure out my fashion style, my personal style. But if I do say so myself, if I do toot my own horn, I did try. And I just wanted to share things that have helped me and some of my opinions regarding fashion, to be very honest. So today I'm just going to be talking mostly to the ladies, but because I'm a lady and I know more about female fashion. But for the guys, don't worry, there'll be a little something for you too. Just stay here. And even if you have sisters, have female friends, you're probably married or you're going to get married, you have a mother. So sit down, okay? Good. So the first thing I want to talk about is, obviously I'm a Christian, and I'm hoping that if you are listening to this, you are one too, or, trying to get closer to God. The first thing is modesty. I don't think that Christians can talk about fashion without talking about modesty. I know this is something that's quite controversial in the sense that people try to define what modesty is to them. But if you're a guy, please, we don't want to be seeing your chest outside. Thank you very much. Okay? I see some things and I'm like, I don't know if this is a safe space. This is a safe space, this is a safe space. And I see some things, I'm like, you shouldn't be wearing this to church. You shouldn't be wearing this and calling yourself a Christian man. You should not be following Michael B. Jordan to do singlet campaign on social media. Yeah, I said what I said. There's some things that just showing your biceps, showing no. And because I know that whenever we talk about modesty, we talk to ladies, and I'm coming, just relax. But like I said, this episode is for everybody. For the ladies, please, when you're wearing dresses, there's something that one of my pastors has called like the shimmy test. It's you jump, you shimmy from top to down. If anything pops out, you should be wearing that. If anything rides up to the point where it's uncomfortable, you should be wearing that. If you jump up and we are seeing your lady bits, you should be wearing that. I'm so sorry for using lady bits. I'm Gen Z, I promise. Well, yes, there are things that are like the things that are called private parts. And I know that that's sort of like an outdated term, but the motive behind that is not outdated. You shouldn't be exposing your breasts to the internet. Yeah, and I recognize that it's not fair that a slimmer lady is going to wear that dress and she's going to be called decent, and you're going to wear that dress and everybody's going to come for you. It's not fair. I know. Trust me. I'm not even, I know, but if God has given you, more endowments than some of us, then it means that there's a higher responsibility on you. This is not to say that you only wear turtleneck tops and stuff. I don't think so. I think you can dress fashionably while still being modest and decent. There's a conversation that is not always received well, especially because, and I understand why it's not received well, because many times the whole thing of modesty comes from the angle of you shouldn't cause your brother to sin, I understand the ladies that say, well, the brothers too shouldn't be looking at everything in a lustful way. But let's not lie that, doing certain things put people in trouble. Please, I'm not saying trouble as in rape. Oh, please, hey, I'm very anti-sexual assault, very anti, rape or anything, molestation. If you wake me up at 3 a.m., I will talk about how much I hate it. I hate it so much. And that's not what I'm talking about. But I'm just saying that even sometimes me as a woman, I see some people and I'm uncomfortable, especially because you are a Christian. If you're not Christian, I don't think that modesty rules apply to you because you're not in the kingdom. But if you're a Christian and you profess Jesus, we know that we are saved to do good works. We know that we are saved to live a life of a higher calling. You cannot subscribe to the faith without wanting to subscribe to every tenet and ordinance that you're meant to uphold. And modesty is one of that. Yes, like that's like see it as a price to pay. See it as a price to pay for enjoying a relationship with God, for being called out of darkness into the light of God. You have to be modest. You have to stop exposing your body. Also look at your body as the temple of God. Your body is very precious. You don't treat precious things anyhow. When something is precious to you, you don't put it on display for everybody to see it. Yeah? There's there is a way, there is a mindset that you should treat your body, that I house the King of Kings, and so I cannot present myself anyhow. I can't speak anyhow. I can't talk anyhow. I can't behave anyhow, and I can't dress anyhow. Okay? So I just wanted to touch on that. That please, everybody, modesty is the goal. Modesty is the watchword. Let's always remember, when you see something stylish, is it decent? Is it modest? If it's not, then it's not for you. And that's fine. Like, there are a plethora of options for you to choose from. You don't have to choose something that requires you to expose your body to the world, whether you are a guy or a girl. I don't want to know as a guy that you have chest hair. That's not something that I should be seeing. Now, when I'm saying, like, obviously, again, just to be, I'm talking to Christian guys. I don't want to be seen, like, just some things that is like, this is not my business. Like, why is it on display? If a lady dressed like this, we would all complain. Would want to give her a scarf to cover herself. And this scarf thing just reminded me of something. If you go to a church and they tell you, so sorry, you can't sit down here because, please comply. Next time, wear something that will allow you to be free enough to sit down. I know sometimes, there's like discrimination, but sometimes it's just to help everybody. If they give you scarf, please collect. Okay, let's dress the way we want to be addressed. Let's dress like we are children of God, children of the King. Okay, good. Personally, something that has guided my style has been I have some questions that I ask, and I'm just going to be sharing it. One of them is, the first one is it modest? Would I is this modest? Or let me say, is it comfortable? And sometimes, and then comfort for me is very layered. It can be different for you, but the first thing is it modest? Do I feel like I'm exposing my breast? Do I feel like I'm exposing my legs? Do I feel like, oh, this is indecent in any way? If I think that it is, then that dress is not for me. Is it matter as a material? Sometimes I have issues with extreme temperatures. So if it's too hot, if it's too cold, there's an issue. So if something is going to make me sweat a lot, I don't like to wear that. And sometimes I have sensory issues as well. So I think about, well, how does the material feel? So you won't really catch me wearing a sequin dress because it's going to be very itchy and I'm very uncomfortable. And even if the dress is beautiful, because I'm uncomfortable, I won't be able to wear the dress well. And so it's like, I know what makes me comfortable. I normally gravitate towards bigger clothes most times. So baggy pants, baggy dresses, flea dresses, big shirts, big tees. And thankfully, I rock them well. But you have to figure out what makes you comfortable. Are you comfortable in dresses? Are you more comfortable in skirts? Are you more comfortable in trousers? Figure this out for yourself, like, so long as it passes the modesty check, like, just figure out what is comfortable for you, and then you keep going, you mix and match, and you figure things out, trial and error, and that's how you get there. For me is, if I have to stay out for like, where am I going to? Does it fit into the description of where I'm going to? So if I'm going for a concert, I'm thinking I'm going to be jumping. See, when I'm at a concert, I am getting my money's worth, okay? So I'm going to be jumping, I'm going to sing at my top of my lungs. I'm probably going to sweat, but it's going to cool down at some point. So maybe I might not want to wear something long, but I might carry a cardigan, something that I can remove and tie around my waist or something. I'm going to wear something that if I jump, nothing is jumping out. I remembered last year, I went for AA's concert, my fave, and I wore something that I thought I was going to be comfortable in. But I quickly realized, like, yeah, no. And guess what? I ended up wearing my shirt. I got a shirt because of the whole cold thing. And I just ended up wearing that. And I wasn't the most comfortable because it was really hot. But I didn't have a choice. And now, that's taught me a lesson. If I'm going for anything, I'm going to make sure that whatever I am wearing has to be like comfortable all around. So that's a lesson for you to learn from this. I also ask myself, is this stylish? And you get to determine what stylish means for you. Sometimes, depending on my mood, I'm like, oh, I'm in the mood to do the most today. Or maybe it's like, I don't want to make up, but I just want to dress up. And so I try to do something. If you're going for a wedding, if you're going for an event, that's like highbrow. Like, you want to dress in a way where you feel very comfortable, in a way where when you see other people, you don't feel intimidated regardless of what anybody's wearing, because you too are dressed well. I think that that's something that people need to know. If you are confident in what you're wearing, if you're confident in what you have going on for you, nothing else that anybody is wearing should bother you. You should see people and be like, oh my gosh, you look good, you look amazing, I love your dress, don't start feeling like, hey, who sent me? That's the reason why when you are before you leave your house, dress in a way that, you feel on top of the world, that there's nothing anybody wants to tell you. Compliments are just the icing on the cake. You've already built your confidence from inside. You already feel great enough that when you're like, because sometimes I wear things and I just like, oh, well, I don't really know how this looks, but you know what, I don't care. I think I look okay and I'm fine. And I go out and I get a lot of compliments. Oh my God, I love it. I love how you combine this. And maybe I wasn't really expecting it, but because I knew that, I was okay in it, it made me feel better. But the times when I don't get compliments like that, I still don't feel bad because I already feel great. And there's nothing anybody's wearing or doing that's going to make me feel worse. So make sure that, and something that we don't like to admit, dressing does play a lot into your confidence. If you're going for a speaking gig or you're going for something, the way you dress has a way of boosting your aura. It has a way of just elevating your appeal to people. When you feel confident in what you're wearing, the way you're going to talk with your head held up high. You're going to talk to people looking at me and like feeling great. You're not going to feel shy because you're not dressed in a drabby way. Yeah, that's what good dressing does for you. One thing I also did was I realized that I don't always have the money. I don't have the money to buy a lot of things, especially like expensive things, but I could thrift. And if you're in Nigeria and buy Okrika, okay, there are different grades. There are great grades of Okrika. Let's not, like, everybody that is selling thrift clothes on Instagram is Okrika that they are selling, okay? They have just done the hard work of sourcing really, really great outfits, like outfits in great condition. That's it. Don't feel bad for it. If that's where you are, yes, if you can afford to get new things, yes, get new things. But if where you are is that you are getting thrift, that's fine. Nobody see some of my best outfits, if I don't even remember the prices, but if I remember and I tell people, they're always surprised, like, yes, it doesn't have to be that expensive for it to be good. Okay, don't think like heavily priced items do not always translate to being the best items. In fact, some of them are not even of the best quality. Let's even go there. So don't let anybody, if that's where you are, my dear, please wear your clothes and go outside and feel confident. Okay? But yes, you don't have to wait. You don't have to get fake designers just because you think that wearing designers is way to go, so you're not going to buy fake designers. No, there are upcoming brands you can patronize. There are like upcoming, like people are making shoes, you can get shoes from there. People are making things, just like you don't have to wait like, oh, that is the expensive one. All you need to do is that you need to look good. When you get to the point where you can wear all the designers in the world, you wear it. But if, like, for now as a young person, your your goal should be to look good, right, and look tasteful, not to spend your money on buying things like just because you think that is because of how much you spend that determines how good you look. Please don't fall into that trap. Go on Pinterest. Go on Pinterest. I can't even like overemphasize this. Yes, you want to find your personal style, but trust me, you're not the only one with that crazy style in your head in the world. Some other people have dressed like that, and you can see what works. When I started to figure out what I really liked, I went on Pinterest. I looked at the clothes that I had, and I would type blue button-up shirt and see how women. My Pinterest searches, they are very specific. I don't even have strength to be looking for anything. They're very, very specific. If I'm on Pinterest looking for clothing inspiration, I look, okay, this is what I have. What do I think I can wear with this? I want to see what people have done. And it just helps, like, okay, so you need to get this, get that. And just, you figure things out. Looking at what other people have done can help you save time. You see, oh, this looks good. Oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, that thing you wanted to combine in your head, you thought it looked good. It doesn't look good because you're seeing it on someone and you're like, oh, I don't like this. Or you're seeing what you wanted to get and you're seeing it on someone who has a body type like you, that you're like, no, so this thing look great on person A, but this person looks like me and doesn't look great on them. So maybe I shouldn't be getting things like that. This body type conversation is something that I think, let me just take a little segue into. It is very important to dress. It's very important to acknowledge that what looks good on someone who has done a BBL or someone who is busty will not look good on you if you don't have that body type. What looks good on a person who wears a size 6 or a size 8 will differ for someone who wears a size 16. Some clothes are versatile enough to work for people, and which is why I like clothing brands that use different models just to show what the dress looks like. So you can see that, oh, this person looks more like me and this is how it looks like, and I don't like it, or I like it on them and I think like this works or this doesn't work. That's what you do. I know I've mentioned this earlier in probably the first episode, that if you're trying to figure out your personal style, what you need to do is find a celebrity that looks like you. That's a hack, I promise you. Find a celebrity that looks like you. Find, like, that has your body type. Find that person that wears what you like. So if it doesn't even have to be a celebrity, just somebody that you know, that you're like, I think this person has a great sense of style. If you're a guy, find out a guy that looks like you. So if you're slim, look for a slimmer guy. If you're buff, look for someone who's buff and dresses in a stylish way, and try to combine and mix things. Just take pictures and look at pictures. You don't have to follow to the T. Obviously, put your own spin on it in a way where you're not tending towards, there's ulti and there's weary, Yeah, let's stay within the realm of sanity. But it's a very good hack. It's a very good way to save yourself stress, especially because some of these people already, they have stylists that they paid to create those outfits for them. So you get to see that and you get to be like, oh, so I think that this works. And then I have this and I have that. Maybe I can try this, and then you try it. And that's what happened. There was a day I wore something and someone messaged me and said, this from Pinterest, Abby. I found that very interesting, but I didn't feel slight. And I was like, yes, it's from Pinterest. I saw it on someone and I really liked it, and I recreated it because I didn't even have to buy it, and I had everything there, and I was like, okay, this, and I got a lot of compliments that day. See, I didn't have to think up things from scratch. If you want to make bespoke items, figure out what do you already like. What have you seen that you think would work for you, and move from there. That's a very easy way to do things. Color combination. Please don't be wearing yellow jeans up and down. If you have a yellow pair of jeans now, go and burn it. Or cut it and use it as shorts and be staying in the house, or rag or something. There's some color combination that you're not supposed to be wearing. Actually, guys, this one is for you. Maybe, just maybe, the reason why your crush has not been looking at you is that some of your color combinations they are blinding her eyes. Maybe, just maybe. You know, the things you are wearing, it's not that they're bad though, but if you had mixed it with a different top or a different color of trousers, it would have just gone better. So please pay close attention. If you know you struggle with color combinations, again, looking at prototypes would help, but you can also just go and look at. I know that it looks like a lot of work, but trust me, a few minutes spending instead of scrolling on Twitter, instead of scrolling on Instagram and just laughing, kicking, just Google color combinations and see what works. See what color is best paired with other colors. Some colors go well with nearly everything, like black. Black is an ashawo color, it goes well with everything. You also need to figure out what color is great for your skin tone. Some people look great in lighter colors. Some people, like I, for example, I would wear black and I would pop. I recently discovered that I look great in pink. It's so funny because I hated pink for the longest time. I was trying to rebel against the patriarchy. Not exactly, but just trying to reject every idea that femininity has to look a certain way, and I didn't really like pink for the longest of time. But now I know that I look good in pink, and I'm going to be wearing pink. I know that I look good in certain colors like emerald, burgundy. Meanwhile, there are some people that wear these colors and they don't look great in them. I don't really like the way I look in white. I mean, I wear white, but I tend towards off-white because I think that looks better on me, even if some people say it's just in my head. I know the colors that work on me. Orange is such a sweet color. It's so sweet. Whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl. For guys, working with bright colors has to be done with tact because women get away with wearing bright things better than men would. But you just need to figure out like, okay, color combination that works. Maybe you're wearing like an orange, so don't wear orange pants, or maybe don't wear orange. Maybe don't wear if you're wearing like a suit or a tux, you can wear black or wear green, and maybe your tie is orange or something. I'm just giving you tips, please. Still go and look for what you want to do, but just make sure that your color combos are hitting and then like what you want to do is attract or repel. Think about that. Let that be in front of you as you mix and match. Sometimes your clothes are great, but they need a little bit of extra stuff, extra pizzazz just to elevate it, and that's where your accessories come in. Accessories like your hairstyle. Ladies, some hairstyles work better for some outfits. I know this is not a conversation that we like to have, but there are some hairstyles that when you're on braids, you eat. There are some hairstyles that if you have on like an afro, I'm trying to be careful saying this, because I don't want it to look like I'm leaning into Eurasian fashion styles for you to look beautiful. No, our afro is beautiful the way it is, but there's a way you style your hair that it looks better suited for an outfit. Some dresses need you to have your hair up. Some look good with your hair down. Some, if you wear your hair down, just pause the outfit. Like that's something to look out for. Your makeup, maybe a soft glam look would be better. But maybe with what you're wearing, a soft glam look is going to dull the outfit. You need something edgy. You need something bolder. Think red lipstick, smoky eyes, very visible eyeliners, things like that. You just need to know that different looks work for different looks. Literally. Your shoes. What kind of shoes are you wearing? If you're a big foot girl like me, you struggle. I know it's a struggle to get good shoes in our size. For context, I wear 43, 42, 43. So it can be very difficult trying to get fancy shoes, but with what you get, you can make it work. Just know that some clothes would need you to wear a particular color or a particular type. Maybe this time around you're wearing open toes, or you're wearing slippers, or you're wearing sneakers, or you're wearing stilettos or court shoes. You just have to know what works for whatever it is that you're wearing so that you elevate your look as well. Jewelry. This is how I said jewelry and not jewelries. Yes, because on this podcast we'll learn English too. Okay? Amen. Good. So Jewelry also just helps elevate. What kind of earrings are you wearing? What kind of necklaces are you wearing with this outfit? Your wristwatch. Not all wristwatches are meant to go with every look. Even for guys, yeah. If you're going to, it's great that you're wearing a wristwatch, but then there's some wristwatches you wear that just takes away from your outfit and it's like this outfit would have looked better without. You don't wear your yes, excuse me. You don't wear your Apple Watch everywhere. No, it's not flattering. It's not flattering to wear your sports watch every to a dinner on a dinner outfit. No, please, my dear. It's better that you don't even wear anything that you need to wear. It just takes away. Use your phone and be checking time. All right, good. There's some things that you do that just remove or elevate, and so you just need to be careful of these things. If you're a guy, yes, there's certain places you're going to. Maybe that earring is not the best idea, or maybe that bead is not the best idea, or your necklace choice has to be different. Cufflinks, like just tie. What kind of tie are you wearing? Are you wearing a slim tie, a long tie? What color? A bow tie, whatever. Like these accessories are things that combine. They come together to put the outfit together. So if you miss it, it could really impact the overall look. Okay. This one is a personal hack for me. I don't know if you've seen this Steve Harvey video where he says every guy needs to get a tan suit, a blue suit, a white, a black, navy blue, or brown. I don't remember, but it was a really viral trend. Every one of those pants go with every one of the jackets. And then the shirts to wear. For a guy, please find that video and watch, and then it helps you see how color combinations come together. But for ladies, that's very true too. For us, it doesn't have to be suits, but I find that making two pieces has saved my life. Hear me out. Making two pieces has given me a complete outfit. The two piece is the outfit by itself, but then I can wear the trouser with something else, and I can wear the shirt with something else. Whenever I'm choosing a two-piece style, I think of something that I can combine with other things, and that's how you get multiple outfits. Trust me, that's a very big hack. Personally, I'm not a fan of jumpsuits. And especially because I can get a jumpsuit look with a two-piece. Have you tried to pee in a jumpsuit? I had a couple of jumpsuits some years back, and I was so glad when I outgrew them. I said, yeah, I'm not getting any jumpsuit again in the next foreseeable future because of how difficult it is to wear, how uncomfortable it can be. Sometimes people don't even get the crotch area well. The area from your waist to your crotch is just looking funny. It's not sitting well. And when you want to pee, you have to undress. So you don't have flap, We're not like the guys that can just they just put the purse in front and you pee. No, it's not going to be possible. So things like that just influenced my decision. I said, you know what, I'm not going to be getting jumpsuits anytime soon. But two pieces work. And then with a two piece, if you tuck it in, or depending on the style, it looks like a jumpsuit. You get that flattering figure, that you get with a jumpsuit. But then you also get the ability to get other outfits from it. So if you get a black two-piece, whatever, like different things. You have the trousers. You can wear with different colors. You can wear with different things. You don't have to just stress yourself trying to buy new clothes. No, to look like you have new clothes, because why? You have done the smart thing of ensuring you have options and choices. So yeah, I know that this is something that a lot of us get affected by, and we all need to pay attention. You need to pay attention to how you dress. They say how you dress is how you want to be addressed, and it does have a lot to play into your confidence level. I don't want you to ignore that. I don't want you to not pay attention to it, because it's very critical. Yeah, sure, you do know you have your stuff, you know your onions, but if you want people to listen to you, they're going to have to look like the part where they think you know how you do. They think you know what you're doing. People, first of all, evaluate you based on how you. It's not always the fair thing. There's a lot of profiling that goes on. But because you're aware, this information should not make you scared or anything. All it should just do for you is let you know that it's important that you look put together. It's important that you look the part of what you're trying to get, So yeah, I really hope that the episode was helpful for you. If you know someone else that needs it, please send it to them. Just say, I think there's something that you need to listen to. This is going to really help you. So yes, thank you very much for listening. It was really nice talking to you again. See you next week. Before we go, let's just say a short prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you. Thank you because you care about every part of our lives. From our health to our physique to our looks, every single thing matters to you. I pray that you give us the strength to honor you in our dress, that our dressing will not be an area that you cannot touch, or that it will be something that also speaks out our love for you to the world. That when people see us, they can indeed recognize different, that we are children of God, children of Zion, people who have been called out into a different life, that it matches the love we profess for you and the lifestyle that we try to live for you. Help us by your grace, by your strength, not to give in to trends that are not believing in, because we know that you care for us. Help us to always have the conscious that we house you, we house your spirit, and there is a way to behave because of that response. Thank you, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. See you next week, but don't forget to share, follow, and just shout about this podcast everywhere you go. Bye.